from the gym. Dominic, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. We will take the first question from Gabriel Gonzalez with Cageside Press.
Hello, Dominic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Look, so this is your second UFC title fight. Does it feel any different getting, just preparing and the emotions for this one compared to February?
Not really. Preparing for a title fight. It's a big, huge moment. Treating it the same way. Every opponent's the same. I'm treated the same way.
You've said just about everything about John Jones, and if it's meant to happen, you'll get back in there with him again. You're focusing on the guys you have available. For you, perfect scenario, you beat Jan. What does Dominick Reyes 205 title reign look like? Who are you fighting and how active are you?
I'm imagining I win this fight, God willing. Then I'm fighting probably the winner of Thiago Glover, and we'll go from there. As far as that, I'm not really looking too far ahead. I'm assuming I'm looking at that fight being sometime next year.
You're a young guy. Coming up, you had to have seen some of these other champions and been like, you know what? I want to be that kind of champion, the way he was going through opponents. Is there anybody whose championship reign you really admired?
All the champs, I've admired all the champs. It takes a tremendous amount of dedication and focus and sacrifice to become champion. And whether it was for one fight or 10 fights or 30 fights, I've admired all the champions.
Can we shift gears a bit? Who do you have winning between Thiago and Glover?
I got Thiago winning that fight.
And for Jan Blachowicz, what makes him dangerous as an opponent?
Oh, he's an extremely technical boxer. He has good power. He's a good counter striker, and he's a super tough guy. And he's been through a lot of wars, so I think it's going to be quite the challenge.
Final question. There's obviously a big main event that takes place after you guys. Who wins between Israel Adesanya and Paulo Costa?
We'll see, man. I don't have a pick for that fight. We'll see.
Thanks, Dominic.
We will take our next questions from Alistair Bishop with MMA Republic.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. My first question is, obviously, you're both guys who had eyes quite firmly set on John Jones. Do you think winning the title now without John in the picture will leave some fans with question marks, or do you think it's a chance to really stamp your own authority and really put your name on the division?
Well, yeah, it'll be my title reign, so it won't matter what anybody else says or thinks about really anything, to be honest.
And what is your competition hunger like now after facing your first defeat? How eager were you to get back into competition and especially for a title?
I was more eager to get back in the gym and fix the holes that I saw in my fight. My thing is growing no matter what, win or lose. So I saw a few holes in my game, and I've shored those holes up, and that's really been my focus. As far as the next fight, it was just a matter of time.
And how different is the mindset once you've fixed those holes as best you can? How eager are you to get back out there, just more to prove it to yourself that you've evolved as a fighter since then?
Yeah, man, I feel like a monster right now. And I'm very eager to get in there and show the world what's up.
And the last one for me, what did you say is the main difference between the Dominick Reyes that had the stunning head kick over Jordan Powell to the Dominick Reyes that's about to fight for his second title fight in the UFC?
And I'm gonna say experience and poise. I've learned how to poise myself, and I'm very confident.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir, and good luck.
Thank you.
We will take the next questions from Jordan Wahlberger with The Horn.
Hey, Dominic. Good to talk to you again.
Hey, Jordan. How you doing?
Doing well. It's been a long road for you back of just like kind of not knowing what was going to happen. Are they going to give you the rematch or whatnot? How does it feel to finally be getting that title shot and another opportunity for UFC Gold?
Oh, it's awesome, man. A title shot isn't something that comes around, every day. It's something that it's very special, and you got to earn it. I feel like I earned it in my last fight. It's really awesome, man. Fighting for a title there's no better feeling. There's no better opportunity. There's no better chance, and I get back-to-back chances. So I'm not gonna let this one go.
I know after the fight in Houston, we talked about how you thought that you won the fight. Are you going into this title shot or this fight feeling like, hey, I'm defending my title? I won. I beat John Jones back in February.
Part of it is, but at the same time, it's another fight. It's all about what have you done for me lately in this industry, and this fight is the latest and greatest Dom Reyes. So you'll see.
Right. Last time after you fought John Jones, Jan Blachowicz, he fought Corey Anderson just a week later. Obviously he had a great knockout in the first round. What does Jan do well? What do you have to worry about in this fight?
Well, the main thing I got to worry about with Jan is his explosive power and his countering ability. I mean, he's a very technically sound boxer, and he has good hands. His takedowns are pretty good, but I feel my defensive wrestling is some of the best in the world. So that's something I'll address if he attempts. But taking me down isn't that great of an idea.
He has losses on his career. You guys both have a common opponent in Jared Cannonier. Is there any opponent of his that you can look at and say that's a good game plan, or that's something that you can take away and bring into your fight?
I might take a little bit away from every fight he's had, from way back in his KSW series, all the way up till the Corey fight. I'm extremely good at dissecting my opponents and watching film and creating a game plan. I mean, it was obvious with the Jones fight. I created the perfect game plan for that fight, and this is very similar in game planning. So there's a lot of film out there on him, and I've had quite a bit of time to visualize the fight and watch him fight and get ready for it. So I'm more than ready for everything he's going to bring to the table.
All right, last question for me. The majority of your fights have been in the U.S. You fought in England, you fought in Chile. But have you talked to anybody who's been at Fight Island or been there to kind of give you that expectation of, hey, I've got to come in, you're going to quarantine in your room, cutting weight's going to be in your room. What are you expecting as you go over there?
So they sent us a schedule. I know how it's going to go. I haven't talked to anybody that's fought there, but it's one of those things we just got to roll with the punches, man. I would prefer to fight, with fans. My thing is, that's like the best thing for me is the crowd. Like that's my shit. But there's going to be no crowd. That's like another thing I got to, just roll with the punches. Like it is what it is. I want this gold belt. So there's going to be obstacles. There's going to be sacrifices. There's going to be things that I got to do in order to get it. Not everything pleasant. So just got to do what we got to do.
All right. Good to talk to you. Best of luck next Saturday night.
Thank you, Jordan.
We will take the next questions from Augusto Niez-Gay with Somos MMA.
Hey, Dominic, how are you?
I'm good, Augusto. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Dominic, my first question is, how are you feeling for this fight? I mean, considering that you have said that maybe 6 weeks weren't enough to prepare a title fight, so do you feel at one?
I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. I'm training right now. Get as many rounds, as many sets as I can in a day. We've had to up it. We just had to up everything and fit 12 weeks into 6. So I feel good about it though. I feel really good. So I'm actually surprised my body adapted this well. And shit, man, I feel like a beast.
Awesome. And what about the pandemic? Did all this context affect you in any way to prepare the title fight?
A little bit. There's a couple training partners I couldn't work with. They had corona, or their family or friends had corona, so I had to, distance myself from them. And it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. It brought our core group together. Our group is much tighter now because I got what I got. It's family and friends.
Okay. And Dominic, which aspects do you consider are going to be the key for your victory?
For me, the keys to victory here is just being sharp, being myself, using my athleticism, using my fight IQ, and just staying sharp, keep my hands up, keep my chin down, and just have fun, man. You know, sometimes with these title fights and these big fights, you forget about the fun. You forget about what got you here, the love of the sport, the love of the game, you know, one on one, you know, the truest form of competition. And I'm very excited to get back in there and perform and enjoy myself again.
Okay. And what do you think about the time difference between Abu Dhabi and the States? Do you think that will be an issue?
I think the first couple of days will be kind of crazy. Good thing I'll be quarantined though, so I'll be able to sleep and train in my room. So, you know, the time difference is always a little bit of a challenge, but this is an interesting set of circumstances. So I'm excited to see how it all plays out.
And what are you going to do to kill time during quarantine? Have you planned anything?
Train, play video games. I'm bringing my PlayStation, and just sleep, train, sleep, eat, play video games.
Okay. And Dominic, my last one. In the past, people's been talking about Israel Adesanya going up to the light heavyweight division. So if you win the title and in the future he finally goes up to the 205 pounds, would you like to face him?
Hey man, I'll face whoever wants to come up to 205 and fight. If they want to come down from heavyweight, if they want to come up from light heavyweight, I mean from middleweight, then I'll fight them. You know, light heavyweight's my division, and I'm about to prove it for a long time.
Okay, thank you very much, Dominic. Good luck on your fight, man.
Thank you.
We will take the next questions from Jeffrey Harris with 411 Mania.
Hello for the time, man. So will you
Hey,
be
Jeffrey,
getting a
how you doing?
PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X?
I'm going with the PlayStation 5.
Now, do you have to think about for this fight, does the specter of the judging weigh on you at all after what happened in the last fight, or is that something you just can't even worry, even control, for this title fight?
Yeah, man, the judges, that whole thing it is what it is. You know, obviously the goal in every fight is to finish the fight. You know, you never go into a fight looking for a decision. But sometimes you run into some dudes that could just take everything you got and it goes to a decision. So, you know, that's not something I'm thinking about or worried about at all. I obviously enjoy finishing fights. I like finishing fights. There's no better feeling in the world than knocking someone out, you know, in my opinion. So yeah, I love that feeling and I want to get back to it.
So in terms of matchup well with a guy like Jan to have an exciting fight, and have you watched a lot of his fights going into this matchup at all?
So every time I fight, I feel like it's going to be an exciting fight. I show up to fight, you know, I'm there to bang. I'm there to put it all on the line. You know, I take chances. I jump in the fire. I don't shy away from the challenge. I think it's a great matchup for an exciting fight. Jan shows up to bang as well. You know, I think it's going to be a really, I think it's a little bit underrated. I think people don't really realize what we're both bringing to the table. But I think it's going to be exciting for both of us. You know, win or lose, we're both going to make a big name for ourselves.
Thank you very much, Dominic. Really appreciate. Good luck on your fight. Looking forward to this one. Thank you, man.
We will take the next questions from Fabricio Souza with Diario Clarin.
Hi, Dominic.
Hey, Fabricio.
Well, from Argentina, many people have seen you win in the last fight with Sean Jones, no? However, it was a fight that broke your undefeated. How you do see that now? That it's been wide and you have a new chance for a title, no?
Yeah, I mean, I lost on the official, you know, officially I lost. So taking a loss, you know, always sucks. Nobody likes losing. But I gained a lot of respect from a lot of fans, a lot of people. I gained a lot of respect for myself even. You know, I did something that nobody's ever done. I outstruck John Jones. I had a great time doing it. You know, I truly enjoyed myself in there, and it really showed that, you know, I'm ready to go with anyone in the world. You know, I'm capable of beating any world. So it was very exciting for me. Losing that undefeated record, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. You know.
Yes. What should you look for within the octagon of Blachowicz?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What should you look out for within the octagon of Blachowicz?
Blachowicz, man, he's a good fighter. He's very tough, sharp, pretty quick. He's a guy that's getting better as he gets older, and that's very impressive. But like I said, I feel like I'm better, and we're gonna go in there and we're gonna find out who really is better on the 27th.
Yes. How you think how you be the seeing the MMA without an audience so far, and how do you think that experience will be?
So it's been interesting to watch. You know, it's kind of weird in my opinion. Um, how do I feel about it? It is what it is. I'm not exactly happy about it. You know, I love the crowd. I don't know if you've ever been to a UFC event, but there's nothing in the world like a UFC event. There's so much electricity in the arena, and I usually draw power from that electricity. But you know, the belt is motivation enough for me.
Okay. What do you think about the level of the MMA in Latin America?
What do I think about the what?
The level of the MMA in Latin America, what do you think?
Oh, I think MMA in Latin America is growing every day. I mean, kids are seeing that it's possible. They're seeing that you don't have to be from a specific gym or a certain place to be a great fighter. You could be from a small town. You could be from anywhere. It just takes some hard work. It just takes dedication, and you could be champion. Your whole life could change forever. You could have, you know, riches and fame and everything you've ever wanted. It's all up to you to work. And more people are realizing that, especially in Latin America, and it's exciting.
Yes. Dominic, you confessed to being a Lakers fan.
Yeah.
What you will the Raiders have happened today? Clippers or Nuggets for the final conference?
It would be cool to see the Clippers win, so we could beat them up in the Western Conference Finals, because the Clippers are trash. But yeah, Lakers, man, I'll do it.
Yeah. What the last one? Which fighter you like outside your division, and what do you know about Argentina?
Well, I know. I think Guido Canetti's from Argentina. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. I know that. And as far as outside my division, you know, I have a tremendous amount of respect for everybody who steps in the octagon, especially the other champions. So, yeah, man, it's a beautiful sport, and there's a lot of beautiful people that compete in it. Yeah, man, I'm super proud and honored to be a part of it all.
Thank you, Dominic. Good luck.
We will take our next set of questions from Pablo Santamaria with Noti MMA Ecuador.
Hi, Dom. How are you?
Good, Pablo.
Okay, the first thing I want to ask you is, you said that you're in the gym, so you already finished your training session, or you're going to start after the interview?
I'm halfway. A little intermission to talk to you guys.
Okay. You already fought Jones. I mean, everybody thinks he's the GOAT. What did you learn from that fight? Any experiences about that, or how do you feel about facing that guy?
That was an amazing experience. I learned, you know, about composure and pacing yourself and how to go 5 rounds and what it feels like to go 5 rounds, as well as what it feels like to, you know, put it all, like I put my entire heart and soul into that fight, and it felt good. It felt good to be able to just perform and just let go. I was free. I wasn't worried about anything. I wasn't scared about losing. I mean, it all felt so natural, and I think
Okay.
I really realized how much I love fighting. Really.
Okay, you said that you earn a lot of respect and a lot of fans because of the fight with Jones. And if you get the title and Jones gets the heavyweight championship, you would like to have a rematch and go for the champ status?
I got no interest in going up to heavyweight. If anybody wants to come down or up, I'm all for it. But I'm a light heavyweight. I've always been a light heavyweight, and I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, you were asked about cutting weight on your room, and do you cut a lot of weight, or how much weight do you cut?
Sometimes. I don't want to talk
Okay.
about that.
You were asked about Argentina, and do you know something about Ecuador?
Ecuadorian fighters. Isn't Chito from Ecuador?
Yes, he is from Ecuador.
I know what's up, man. The beast too. Yeah, Latin America, man. It's just heart. It's all heart. It's not easy. It's not easy coming out, man. We have toughness built into us. That's all I know about Latin America. Just heart. It's all heart.
Okay, and you want to send a message to all your Latin American fans?
Love you guys. I love
Thank you,
all.
Dan. Thank you, Dan, and good luck on your fight.
Thank you.
We will take our last set of questions from Ezekiel Berganzi with Super Luchas.
Hello, Dominic. How are you?
Ezekiel, how are you?
Fine, thank you. So, how was the mental process of losing your undefeated record and preparing for this fight, which is a title fight again?
It wasn't so. I didn't really care about losing my undefeated record. What I cared about was not getting the gold. For me, being champion is everything, and to not get it in that fight that was so close, it was tough. It was a tough pill to swallow, and it lit quite a fire underneath me, and I've gotten much better since then.
And which adjustments did you made for this fight? What things you changed in your game plan?
Well, he's a completely different fighter. John was a much different style fighter. I just got to be cleaner and sharper, man. I gotta be on my P's and Q's. I gotta dot my I's, or else I'm gonna have my eyes crossed. He's a powerful competitor.
Which was your reaction when you got the news that Sean Jones was leaving the title?
I was a little bit disappointed, but I guess that's understandable because I obviously want a rematch. But who knows if that's gonna happen? I don't put any more stock into that.
And my last question is, what do you think about all fighters that want to jump to divisions to get prize fight or money fights? You think that legacy is something that fighters should take more care?
Obviously legacy is incredibly important. It's a culmination of the body of work you've put in throughout your career. For guys to want to move up divisions and stuff, that's their prerogative. That's what they want to do. Every man has a choice and decide, go divisions or not go divisions, or fight this guy or fight that guy. It's all a calculated risk, and at the end of the day, it's your legacy, and it's something for you to show your kids and grandkids.
Thank you very much, and good luck on your fight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dominic. Those are all the questions we had for you, sir. We really appreciate the time, and good luck next week.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Talk to you later, man.
That concludes the second UFC